Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, Rick the Dawn. Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? So I just got back from the movie theater and I checked out The Blackening. I just wanted to, share my thoughts on it, just in case you want my perspective on the film. The first question I want to throw out there was it better than Scary Movie? It's my belief that this film is inspired by the Scary Movie franchise and series. The one with the Wayans. And the answer is no. It is not better than Scary Movie 1 or Scary Movie 2. I would argue that this is better than Scary Movie 3 and beyond. All right, but the first two, not even close. So yeah, that's that. Was it scary? Was The Blackening scary? There were some moments that was a little creepy. Like if you're someone who is afraid of scary movies and you like just don't do scary movies, you would find a couple of these scenes a little nerve wracking. Also, if you're somebody who doesn't like scary movies and you're watching it alone, definitely would have been scared in a couple spots. However, if you're somebody who is a seasoned scary movie watcher, horror movie watcher, it's not scary at all. All right, even if you're watching it by yourself. Was it good? I would rate the film The Blackening a 6.2 out of 10. I looked on Rotten Tomatoes first just to get like a precursor, like just kind of see what everybody was saying about it. And the critics kind of panned the film, whereas the viewers liked it. And that was really strange. I think the viewers gave it like an 82 and the critics gave it somewhere in the 50s. I tend to lean a little closer to the critics. I thought this film wasn't the best. All right. I gave it a 6.2, which means I do believe it was better than what the critics thought. I thought that if you went into the film with the right mindset and you wasn't going in expecting, a Oscar-winning performance from anyone, then you wouldn't be so irritated. I realized what the film was going for. It was going for a campiness, a silliness, and I watched it through that lens. And since I watched it through that lens, when I heard corny jokes or when I saw weird things, it didn't really bother me as much because I realized that is what the film was going for. So I gave it a 6.2. Why did I give it that score? All right, The Blackening. Here are the best parts. To me, the best parts was the comedy. A lot of jokes. I mean, there's probably, what's up, Myro? It was probably about, I would argue, every minute you heard at least one joke. And that's not bad. All right. It's a horror film. I get that. But at least every minute you heard one or more jokes. And I thought that was good. Even if they didn't really stick, you heard a lot of them just back to back to back to back. So that was kind of straight. So the comedy was there, and also I like the cast. I like the fact that they were very cohesive. They seemed to get along very well. So in my personal opinion, I thought that the casting of the characters was well done. All right, worst parts. There was a over focus on like homosexuality, and I always say it. I say it like this. I respect everybody's viewpoint and whatnot. But the Blackenings they just over focused on homosexuality. And that maybe it's not just the Blackening, it's probably all films by this point. There seems to be like this movement, to each his own. But I don't know, man. I guess I have to rewire my brain to understand this new world we're living in where the homosexual thing is just like blasted all the time. And they had a scene in the film where the gay characters dance, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to see that, man. Like, can I like come on, like we get it. One of my biggest criticisms of homosexuality in general is that it's just always they have to always put it on display. It's just like, I get it, you're gay, I get it, okay, I understand you're gay, you like the same, okay, all right, okay. It's like the overemphasis on homosexuality is like it's uh like a cement shoes, man. It's like, I get it, okay, all right, okay, you're gay, okay, rainbows, got it, thank you, understand. Oh no, now he's doing it, now he's dancing and twerking. Okay, we get it, you're gay, we get it. No, oh, now he's got his shirt. All right, we understand. That's what it's like being a straight man in this century. All right, we get it. You get it. We get it. All right. So that was a little irritating. Then also the over focus on black. Myron, stop laughing, bro. Also the over focus on blackness. Look. I get it. The film was trying to drive home that this film was about blackness. I get it. But it's almost as bad as the homosexual stuff. It's like, we get it. You're black. We get it. You're black. We get it. Rosa Parks. Martha, we get it. Oh my God, we get it. You're black. We understand. That's what this film felt like sometimes. I'm waiting for an era where a film with like a black cast can come out and no one mentions that it's a black cast. I'm waiting for a film with a black cast to come out where nobody even mentions the word black. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm really waiting for that time, and we're just not there. All right, so it was an over focus on blackness. We get it. We get it. You're black. I'm black. I get it. I get it. Yeah, so I was just kind of, so as you can probably tell, those are the two things that just irk my nerves. Just watching this film, it's like, okay, okay, all right, you're gay, all right, you're black and gay, you're Blade, all right, okay, I get it. Now I will say that there was something that was very interesting about this film, and when I went into it, I was expecting for the film to lean one way or the other. I thought the film would either lean very, very heavily into the comedy, or I thought they would lean very, very heavily into the comedy. But actually, in a strange way, the film or the writers or what have you, they tried to make it a real horror film though. It was a weird feeling. It's like I get like when you brought me here, like the trailers brought me here because I saw a lot of jokes and all that. But when I'm watching the film, I'm like, are they serious? They're like, hey, look, they're not even. I ain't heard it. No, they're serious. Like, they're trying to really make the horror film. Like, oh, and then when you get immersed into the whole horror aspect, you finally buy into what they're trying to sell you. Then they crack a joke. It's like, oh, okay, so we're okay. So we are joking. All right. You got me. Then you're watching it as like a comedy, and then they turn into seriousness. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought it's not a comedy anymore. Okay, I thought it was a comedy. Okay, we serious. Okay, here. All right, I'm watching. All right. Oh, another joke came out. All right, here we go. All right. I thought, so y'all almost got. That's what this film felt like. I don't know. I didn't know whether they were going comedy or whether they were going serious horror film. That was confusing for me. All right, but that's pretty much how I felt about the film, the blackness or the blackness. Oh my gosh, the blackening. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I thought. What did you think about it if you saw it? The story is very simple. I'll lay it out for you. All right, you got these friends. They're Myra stop. Myra goes. Why is Myra always up? Hey, listen. So, these group of friends, they meet at a cabin, and and things go left. That's pretty much it. Oh, okay. You want some nuances? Okay. They get into the house. They're talking about playing spades, and they're talking about how much fun they're gonna have. But then weird stuff starts to happen, like the lights cut off, doors start to lock, and all that. Then they find this game in the back room. They start to play the game. It's called the Blackening. Sorry, oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose my black card for this. All right, it's called the Blackening, and they play the game, and then the voice comes on the TV, kind of like Jigsaw, saying if you don't play the game, if you don't get the answers correct, then you will lose a friend or something like that. Okay, they start playing the game, they're doing a good job, and then stuff starts happening. People start kind of dying, or a couple people start to die, and eventually they get out the house. I mean, get out the. Do I gotta relive this? Do I have to relive this film? I mean, just talking about it is confusing. It was just like a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff. It was a lot going on. All right, so they get out the room, and oh my gosh, it's so much. Like trying to retell it, just it was so all over the place. It's just like it wasn't a cohesive jump from a jump. Like it was hit. This happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this. It wasn't like that. It was like overhead and back overhead and flip, then go back. Oh my god. So anyway, they get out this room and forget it, man. Just go see the movie. I don't feel like talking about this movie no more, man. I'm done with this film. Man, I ain't probably gonna never see this again. All right, okay. I'm probably gonna never see this again. But I did want to say that I'm happy they did it though. Okay, so enough of the negativity. Okay, I'm happy they did it. Here's why. Because it was different. It was different, and it felt original. Despite the fact that it kind of felt like a ripoff of Scary Movie. I get all that, but we haven't seen anyone try to rip off Scary Movie, which is why I still felt kind of fresh. So I was happy they did it. I like the angle they took. I think they need a few more tries at this particular type of movie, and I think they'll finally nail what they're trying to get. I think if they release a sequel within the next 2 years, they'll figure out the formula. This one felt very raw, and I know for a fact they can do better than this. Okay, and that and I think that's pretty much it. They listen to all the feedback they get from the community, and they improve on that. I believe they'll make this film the way it's supposed to be, right? But I don't know if you saw it. If you think this film is better than the 6.2, let me know in the comment section. Myron, what's up, Myron? Anyway, all right, y'all. Stay safe out there. Peace. It's your main man.